Saturday morning, and I didn't tip this load off last night. I didn't want to drive on here while it was raining in case it was sticky. But it seems okay this morning. I'll tip this load out, check everything, check all my tyres, then we'll go get a bit more this morning. Is the plan. And then get it all rolled in tight. Oscar's been sweeping the yard. It's been so windy this last week. It's like a speed bump of wood chip he's swept up already. Jump there. John's in his happy place. Put some force down that to get it hard. Now we've finished moving stone and the wind's dropped. Andrew's off putting some calcifert on. John got up early this morning and went and put all the pre-emergence on the maize as well. But Morgan got kind of, spill a bit there. Morgan got not rained off, but winded off the other day when he was putting calcifert on. John's checking it with a laser. Annoyingly, you probably need to come up about 2 or 3 foot here, which is a lot of stone, but at least we've got a base in now so we can work on it in any weather whenever we get more stone. But the laser's set to by the roller, which is flat, and when we get over here, kind of nearly 3 foot deep it'd have to be here and 2 foot there. We're parking this shed project now and going to head up to Wellbrook to carry on with the other one. So I'm going to go and put the low loader on. I never knew the digger had a little courtesy light when you open the door. Let's put the laser in there. That looks quite smart, that. I'm just going to turn the digger up now to Wellbrook. $36.5. So we're just trying to work it out so it's square off this building. You know, it's a big job when John's got his glasses on. Got to get a bit more dug out, not quite come far enough. It's a little bit out there, so we're just going to scrape off. And then we've got to move that mound of soil that way as well, which is a bit annoying. We marked the drain the other day going that way. So we're making it so that the stanchion base legs aren't anywhere near it, is the plan. He's dug out along there, he's now on the pile. I'm moving this concrete that we crushed the other week out of the old shed floor. It's proper dusty though, it's nice and dry. It's not rained since we did it, I don't think. John's on the top, just levelling it off and throwing it over, and then I've thrown over with the Merlot, and I think my pile's bigger than his. Because one of my scoops is 3 or 4 of his, but obviously he's a little bit quicker slewing. But we're slowly shoving it back. Yeah, it's annoying that we've got to throw that over because some of the legs are just there. We've got another strip to do, all to sort of work around this drain. I've got a new tactic. I'm using the Merlot like a scraper box basically. I'm loading the bucket and then I'm unloading it in the hollow in the field here so that we can just work it level when it dries out with the quad track or any tractor, to be honest. And then the idea is then, but I'm not going to keep moving it because we're going to move it out the way to be a bund. Well, not to be a bund, but I've got to move it out the way to build the shed to there. So we were throwing it over, but then it's just trampling the grass, and then you've still got to move it from there anyway. So first as last, I'm taking the scoop, probably getting like 3 ton in the bucket, and then in less than a minute I'm getting rid of it for good. Otherwise I'll move it to there, then have to move it again, maybe put it in muck spread and spread it on the field. So I may as well just run across there while it's nice and dry and deposit it there. We should have had a scraper box when we dug it at first out, to be honest, but it's £1,000 to wire for a week, and we've done this over the winter. But yeah, if I just drive into the pile, boom out, get a nice bucket full. I'm using the old bucket. Then there must be at least 3 or 4 ton in there. Fly across this dead bit anyway where the black muck was stacked. Tip it out something like level, that we could level with the cultivator again, and it's sorted, isn't it? We can live here for life. We've widened it this way a little bit, gone this way, and then now I've scooped a load of the bund up from where John sat and took it over there, got rid of it for good, and then eventually we'll take the rest. The land drops off from about there, so we'll build that up a foot with that soil, and then it's just out the way, because otherwise we're just going to have to keep moving it over and moving it over. But now we can pull out to about somewhere here, that little square, and then that's where the shed's going to sit, is the plan. We think that is the other corner, so we've measured that way 3 metres, that way 4 metres, and give us 5 across there to give us a right angle. So we think that's that, and then we'll put one in there, measure that, and then check that's a right angle as well. There's the plan. Then we'll check the diagonals as well. So that's 4 metres that way, 3 metres that way, and then 9 this way. So it's near enough. So within about 10 mil. No. You waving at the plane, James? Tape measure snap, but we found a spare. So that's peg to that peg. It's the same length as that peg. That peg to that peg there by that yellow cone. It's the same distance as that peg to that peg. So then we know that we've got it square, because like I say, we measured 3 metres that way, 4 metres that way, and then when we got a 5 for the angle, that told us where to put the string. Is it an equilateral triangle? No, not an equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle has all sides the same. But yeah, is it the hypotenuse, is it? But yeah, that's square. That should be 90 degrees. And then that's 90 degrees, and there we go. We're just going to take a little bit more soil out there, stone up, and a little bit down there. We've cleared that out the way, but it's taking shape. Last job of the day is empty the ash bin, so it will last till Tuesday. It's only 2/3 full, but I'll empty it out now. Makes good hardcore, to be honest. Rolls in nice and tight. I should have put it in the bottom of the thing this morning when we were putting the stone in, but I'll put it at the far end where we've not built it up yet. There we go. It's a bit dusty, you have to keep it quite low, but I've left it to mix with Nick's stone. Gives it a bit of fines. That's it. It's starting to rain now as well. You can see the spots landing on it. Landed on this window as well. Only 2 on today's birthday bumper. Ben Hardle, happy birthday. And David and Marilyn Gilbert, happy golden wedding anniversary from all your children and your 8 grandchildren. Got married in 1976, so yeah, congratulations. Can you see where the roller came out of the new yard pad shed base? It's crunching the stones on the way out. It looks huge, that, doesn't it? Now it's all the same colour and flat, but it's gone like iron. Really compacted nice with that big roller. Anyway, that's it for today. Tea time, isn't it, James? He said he was hungry. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. And if you're young farmers, AGM in Blackpool, behave yourself. Say hello to Morgan, he's there with his mullet. So, yeah, bye for now.